Ready?
It's time to talk sports. National, local, professional, completely unprofessional, high school and college.
Let's take it even further off the hook.
It's the Zach Gelb Show
We are rolling
on Fox Sports 920, The Jersey.
live from the palatial yet not overly ostentatious studios of Fox Sports 920, The Jersey, the Princeton Orthopedic Associates studios to be exact. Welcome in on this very happy Monday, February 6th in the year of 2017. 609-919-9200 is the number. I'm back from Houston, baby. Got in this morning. I'm on 3 hours of sleep, but I'm all fired up because last night on the biggest stage, Super Bowl 51 at NRG Stadium, every single person in America but Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, and the New England Patriots counted out that football team. I'm the biggest Patriot fan there is. Down 25 points, I thought it was over. I thought Atlanta just kicked the Patriots' ass and the revenge tour was going to end in a somber mood. But that wasn't the case. As the Patriots stormed back and they won the football game in the most exciting and greatest football game I have ever seen. It was shocking. I'm still in a sense of awe. I could not speak, and I am a talk show host. I do this for a living. But when they tied up the game, when they had the 2-point conversion with Danny Amendola, I could not speak. Jaw open, words would not come out because I was in a total sense of disbelief. That is the most special type of win you will ever see. When the Patriots won Super Bowl 49, that was extremely exciting. Malcolm Butler interception. I thought nothing would be able to top that. But last night certainly does. This was a colossal collapse by the Falcons, but more importantly, you saw greatness last night. And you saw Tom Brady in the fourth quarter of that game and in overtime prove to the world unequivocally that he is the greatest quarterback of all time. And now the only thing to debate is if he is the greatest player to ever wear a helmet in the National Football League. That is how good Brady was in the fourth quarter. And it was ugly from the start. The pick six was ugly. The fumble by LeGarrette Blount was ugly. But you will forget about that because this football team in the Super Bowl, down 25 points to a prolific offense, to a defense that was dominant until the third quarter, found a way. And if there is any coach, if there is any quarterback that could find a way in the Super Bowl to rally from down 25 points, it's the hoodie Bill Belichick and it's the quarterback in Tom Brady. And now they have their fifth ring, their fifth Lombardi trophy together. And oh boy, last night you saw a lot of greatness. Last night you saw a lot of records broken. And you saw a football game that at one point you thought was going to be very lopsided and was going to be like all the other games in the postseason and be a disaster. But something changed in that third quarter. And the Patriots delivered championship drives with their back against the wall. No more room for mistakes. And they found a way to win in overtime. And I picked the Patriots to win in overtime on Friday. But even with that being said, when they are down in the third quarter, you're not thinking they could win the game. No way. So how do they get there? We'll take it in order. The field goal to make it 28-12 was big. Because if you remember last year, Belichick in the AFC Championship game would not kick the field goal. He kept on going for it, and it ended up costing his team the game. He kicks the field goal, and that gave the Patriots some hope. That gave them the vision of, all right, you got to get 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. Then Hightower changes the field position with the fumble. Patriots get a quick TD, and that quick TD was imperative. And you had a brilliant 2-point play, the Kevin Falk 2-point play, ran and orchestrated by James White on the direct snap. Then you're sitting there, it's 28-20. And you're sitting there and you're saying, uh-oh, it was just a tease. The Patriots, they're going to go down. Because Freeman breaks it loose for 49 yards. Julio Jones makes a sensational catch for 27. And then the Atlanta Falcons just threw up on the big stage. They choked. Big run stop by the Patriots, loss of a yard. And then the Falcons had the audacity to attempt to throw the football, and the Patriots delivered a sack. Then a holding penalty. And then the next thing you know, you had a punt occurred by the Falcons. Patriots get the ball back, and you see vintage Tom Brady. You see the cool, calm, and collective Tom Brady that you saw in 2001. You see the cool, calm, and collective Tom Brady that you saw after Ricky Proehl got the touchdown again in 2003, and Brady leads him down the field. You see Brady go on an epic 10-play, 91-yard drive. Edelman with the miraculous catch, and it's about time the Patriots get a break with one of those catches, because I've seen them all. In the Seattle game, then David Tyree, Mario Manningham. It's about time they make an acrobatic catch, and that's what Edelman did. And then James White gets the touchdown. 2-point conversion to Amendola is good. About 50, I think it was actually 57 seconds to be exact. Patriots hold. They get the ball back, kneel it down. Or actually, they ran the Dion Lewis play. You thought it was going to be a kneel down, and then Dion Lewis broke it out. You get to overtime. And I'm in the building, and my hands are covering my eyes. And I'm just saying, I'm praying, honestly. And I'm just saying, please. I hear Matt Slater say heads. I go, please be heads. Please be heads. And the referee goes, it's heads. New England, what do you want to do? And then, of course, you're saying receive. You never know. Last time that happened, Slater and the Patriots, they kicked the ball, and the Jets won the game, if you remember, last year. But the Patriots, they take the ball, and the minute the Patriots got the ball in overtime, you knew they were going to complete the revenge tour. You knew they were going to stick it to Roger Goodell. And in overtime, 8 plays, 75 yards, James White on the pitch, the iconic pitch that you will remember forever, reaches out, knee is not down, ball breaks the plane, and the Patriots are world champions. This is vindication for Tom Brady. It's revenge for Tom Brady. Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time. His last 2 fourth quarters in the Super Bowl and the overtime last night is all you need to know about his career in a long, historical career. Because in those fourth quarters against the Seahawks and the Falcons and the overtime last night against the Falcons, Brady has been 34 of 42 for 370 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. Absolutely flawless. And Brady is synonymous with Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick just adapts year after year. Look at what this Patriot team has gone through. No Brady for 4 games. Collins traded. Chandler Jones traded. Gronkowski injured. Oh, yeah, and his team's down 25 in the Super Bowl, and they find a way to win. I also told you on Friday, there's always an unexpected hero in this game. And James White has been a really good player for the Patriots this year. But who was picking James White to have an MVP type of performance in the Super Bowl? And that is what he did last night in the biggest game of his career. Someone that didn't even play, he wasn't even active last time they were in the Super Bowl. But James White continues to produce this legacy of New England running backs, not great running backs, but running backs that just find a way and are this specific type of mold that the Patriots look for. He's Kevin Falk. He's Anton Smith. He's Shane Vereen. He's Danny Woodhead. Those are the types of backs that New England looks for, and that is what you saw to James White last night. And then finally, the icing on the cake, something all Patriot fans have waited the entire year to see, the revenge tour. And Roger Goodell is met with hellacious boos in NRG Stadium. And then he hands the trophy over to Robert Kraft. Kraft knocked it out of the park, raises the trophy, gets a standing ovation. And the Patriots, last night, they cemented their legacy. To me, the greatest dynasty of all time. To me, the greatest quarterback head coach combination of all time. To me, the greatest quarterback of all time. And maybe the greatest team of all time. Because what the Patriots did last night, it's shocking. It's special. It is so hard to describe because no one thought down 25 they could win the game. And they found a way. I've been watching a lot of Patriot games for a long time. And in this Brady and Belichick era, it is very rare that they get blown out. Kansas City game comes to mind. The Saints game in the Dome comes to mind. But other than that, there's not a lot. And they showed the heart of a champion and the fight of a champion. Because most teams would lie down in that spot. Most teams would say it's over. Let's the depression just kick in. It's over. We lost the Super Bowl. But not with that quarterback, not with that coach, and not with those players in the locker room. The Patriots are world champions. That is the most exciting and most shocking comeback you will ever see. And guys like Tom Brady, Bill, Dante Hightower, Matt Patricia, James White, Chris Long, Bennett, Scarnecchia, those coaches and players deserve it. And they got the championship last night. At halftime with Lady Gaga when she was performing, if you would have told me the Patriots would have won the game, I would have said you're crazy. But guess what? Sometimes crazy is good. And right now, I'm in a state of euphoria because I cannot believe that the Patriots won last night. It was a total sense of shock. Strangers hugging strangers at NRG Stadium, which I had the privilege to be last night. And it was a party when Goodell got on the stage. It was an absolute party. The parade will be tomorrow. This one, it took a while to really sink in. When I got in the car this morning after I got off the plane, that is when it really finally hit me. That the Patriots, for the 5th time in their franchise history, are world champions. 01 was sweet. 03 was sweet. 04 was sweet. The last one, Super Bowl 49, was sweet. But it doesn't get better than this. 609-9199-D200. We will have a lot of people on today to wrap up the Super Bowl, which was just unbelievable. Houston did a great job. We had 5 awesome shows, our entire crew on Radio Row, and then also the crew that was here back in the Princeton Orthopedic Associates studios. But when we get back, we'll have our first guest on today. That will be John McClain. He covers football for the Houston Chronicle. And then coming up in the 5 o'clock hour at 5:15, this man did a very long post-game show last night. Steve Diazzi of the Patriots Radio Network will also join us. So a busy Zach Gelb show today, a joyous occasion. The Patriots are world champions. How about that? Never gets old. The sound of it never gets old, especially when you have a shocking victory like last night. Pinch me. I'm waiting for the alarm to go off to say, hey, you were dreaming, but it's not happening. It's reality. More of the Zach Gelb show when we come back.